If we were talking
Yeah.
about Colton McKivitz's stance, it'd be me, you, and a box of
Yeah, why do you
chocolates.
think we got all of that shit out the way in the beginning? We had
Yeah.
to get all that shit out the way. You knew what we were gonna get to. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
now though
Like,
let's finish the stream with the actual lead. Like the lead is the quarterbacks because the quarterbacks are the quarterbacks. But let's talk about the actual lead. The actual lead in Niner camp. You say, what is Krug? You've been there for 3 days getting sunburn. What is the story of Niner camp? The story of Niner camp, coach, is Debo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk told we got indications, and you and I talked about it a couple weeks ago in our last
yes, we
stream.
did.
We got indications from these guys. Brandon put out the tweet, getting ready for liftoff. Right? Debo told us after the minicamp. I sat down with Kyle. We looked at film together. I sucked last year. People asked him, "Well, where did you suck? How did you suck? In what form? What are you referring to?" And he's like, every way imaginable. I was terrible last year. And he talked about his hands, his route running, everything about his game. And I remember walking out of there going, "Whoo, that is awesome." And Kyle even was asked about it this week, and he's like, "I didn't think he needed to be that harsh on himself, but I loved hearing it because players who hold themselves to that level of accountability, that is special, right?" And to me, through 3 practices, the one thing that is just abundantly clear is that the 49ers have 2 terrific young receivers who are primed for bust out. And I asked Trey about it yesterday. I said, "Trey, let's talk about your guys." I said, "You know your guys, you know your weapons." I go, "Tell me what you're seeing with Brandon and Debo." And he's like, "Brandon's just Brandon's just catching everything. A ball, is thrown underthrown. He's coming back for it and catching it like it's like the Super Bowl, third down in the red zone, and the entire thing's on the line. He's treating every snap like it's like, I gotta have that ball." And Debo is in the best shape I've ever seen him, and he's light and he's lean and mean. These 2 guys are absolutely primed for huge breakouts. And so if you're in Vegas or if you're in Tahoe this summer and you're looking at that board and you're going, who do I wager on? Who do I bet for the Super Bowl? Bet on the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl. Because Debo is a major talent, Ayuk's a major talent, and these guys are now in the right headspace. They're in the right point in their career. Debo, it seems like he's self-motivated after getting the money. Ayuk's still trying to get that money and secure that bag. But these guys are about to have huge years. And I don't see any way the 49ers aren't going to be several steps better than what they were last year simply because of the presence and the growth in those 2 receivers. I think, I mean, every day I'm out there watching it, I'm like, this is all nice, but really the story here is that Debo and Ayuk are taking it to the next level, and they're going to bring the team with them. I really believe it. And it is stunning to watch because I thought they were damn good last year, but they are noticeably better this year. And I don't know if Kittle's going to catch a ball this year. I mean, seriously, it's like Debo and Ayuk are going to be dominant. That's my take. Give me your thought. You've probably watched both these guys, and you got an inkling. You're seeing the same things I'm seeing, even if you're not seeing it every day in practice. You're seeing clips. You're hearing these guys talk. These guys are after it.
Well, I think with BA, it's kind of just the maturation process of BA has gotten better every year he's gotten in the league. He's gotten physically better, technically better, professionally better with his attitude. How BA talks to the media when he first got on versus how he talks now. BA has definitely became a leader. One of the things that you hear about BA with, I think this is 2 years in a row now, is a lot of the young guys always talking about being able to hook up with BA, calling and talking to BA. You hear about little fights or little rivalries that BA has with certain DBs on the team. BA comes out and he does one-on-one interviews where he talks about the team. BA hit over a K this year. So for me, I don't really look at Brandon Ayuk as like a welcome surprise. I just look at Brandon Ayuk as almost like business as usual. He really should be a captain this year, honestly, in my opinion. I think he's one of the best leaders on this team, especially as one of the skill guys. And that's what leads me to my next point with Debo. Like, I'm happy where Debo is. I'm happy on how he got there. But, you know, I feel like a little bit of being able to see how other people do their work can rub off on you. Along the way, we had Emmanuel Sanders came in, and he was supposed to be a big revelation for Debo on how to act like a pro and how to be a pro in the league. Then there's always the tutelage of Trent Williams being just a bigger vet for Debo to come along. And then now I think Debo kind of dipped a little bit, and the presence of Christian McCaffrey has kind of woken Debo up. I think that
totally agree. Totally agree.
So I understand how you shaped it to me, but I look at this from a different perspective. Like, Christian McCaffrey is the ultimate pro. And not only is he the ultimate pro, but the way Christian McCaffrey goes about his business can make some people look like they ain't doing shit or they're not handling their business on the offense. And not only that, but Christian hits a couple of hats. He wears a couple of hats that usurp Debo's position on this team. When Debo was asked about why he fits in so well with this team, the first thing that Debo talked about was the Senior Bowl. How Kyle and the coaching staff was running the Senior Bowl and how much they loved him and how much they were galvanized by his production. And Debo even said, yeah, you know, they told me that if I was there at 2, that they would pull the trigger, that I was their guy, and they've always been straight up with me. And really, to me, that just shows that Debo likes to be petted. Like, Debo likes to feel special. He likes to feel like he's one of the guys. And that's cool, but you ain't going to be more special than Christian McCaffrey. Kyle changed his diapers. You know what I'm saying? He babysat him. You know what
Christian
I mean?
looks great, too, by the way. Christian looks great.
I know he does. And the thing about it is that you can't be coming to camp out of shape, or you can't be giving minimal effort, and then you got a guy like Christian McCaffrey who has the ultimate inside track with Kyle, right? And he still comes to work like he comes to work with a lunch pail with beans in him. Like he's playing like a poor man, right? So I understand that they look better, that they look good and ready to go. But with BA, I see it as a continuance of what he was already doing. He's ready to come on and be the man. I feel like BA feels a little disrespected with his position in the league as a receiver. He put out that tweet saying that he hit a K and he's still the 4th option on the offense, right? But then I also look at Debo and I see that maybe Debo's looking at the usage of Christian and how Christian is being used and how he's being pushed in this offense. And maybe he's saying to himself, I'm not the sole guy that can just get the ball on the offense 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage and just be special. Now I may have to pull my weight because we got Christian here now. So I'm happy because competition raises the floor on all levels, right? So I like it. I like what's happening.